The initial way I got involved in sport is a means of physiotherapy. I was born with a disability, and one of the safest places to learn how to move and get strong is in a swimming pool.
I got into sport at an early age because my father was involved in soccer as a youth, and just kind of a tradition that if you were a Woodley, you played football.
Sport has just always been a part of our family life. My parents both participated in many different sports. I had an older brother who was in sport, and so it just became part of what we did.
I worked with a Canadian Snow Sports Association, with B210 and their I Dare, also with Sport BC and Sportscape, and then sitting on the board of Via Sport.
Well, I've really done it all. I've developed and taught and implemented physical education programs from K to 12. I've coached and officiated as high as the Olympic level.
And I've coached rugby as a regional coach and really worked through the National Coaching Certification Program in the Level 4 program.
I have worked for Via Sport for the past year and a half as the manager of sports services. Prior to that, I was with Curl BC for 5 years as the high performance and competitions manager.
For the last couple of years, I've worked at Via Sport in the coaching and leadership development manager role. Prior to joining the Via Sport team, I worked at Pacific Sport Fraser Valley as well as the University of the Fraser Valley Athletics Department. And then prior to that, I had a short-term role with Van Auck as well.
Well, I'm a retired Paralympian, and from that it has made me passionate about giving back to the system. So I work and volunteer in sport, whether it was a program manager at Curl BC or with Via Sport with special projects, and most recently leading the Canadian team as chef de mission for the Toronto 2015 Games.
I'm proud because this project will allow us to bring together sport in a unique way and bring forward all the ideas, the great ideas that people have and the concepts that they have about making sport better for everybody in British Columbia.
Every person of every walk of life deserves to reap the benefits of physical activity in sport, and whether that's just recreational or reaching for the top of a podium internationally, everybody deserves that right, and this process is going to help us make sure that happens.
I firmly believe that through this process, we'll be able to get all the sports collectively working together to ensure that every community in BC has an opportunity to enjoy sport and physical activity.
Well, I know I'm a good listener, so I hope to listen and understand their challenges, and with my background and experience, I hope to provide them some opportunities so that they can grow themselves.
I'm going to be keeping an open mind and understand that there are challenges that the sport organizations will face. And for me, the interesting part will be to find out how I can best support the sport organizations through coaching and leadership opportunities to really have the best system in Canada.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to listening to what the PSOs have to say and bring to the table. We have an outstanding sports system here in BC, and many of the PSOs are doing excellent work, and that's something that I really want to hear in this evaluation process.
Preeminent.
Unification.
Transforming.
Collaborative.
Inclusion.
Impact.
Teamwork.